Hey, this is Valerie Love, LiveYourDestinyToday.com, and I'm coming to you today to share with you the 7 principles in the science of getting rich. This, can you see it? My favorite little wealth building Bible. That's what this is, a wonderful wealth building Bible. This is a powerful tool for attracting all that you desire in the way of riches, wealth, and abundance. It's called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. I was introduced to it as I was watching The Secret, and it rung in me, somewhere in me it rung. It might have been that I used to be a financial planner. In those financial planning days, I talked with hundreds of clients and potential clients about their money. And so this book really is so powerful because it teaches 7 powerful principles, and those principles are the principles that I teach in the Science of Getting Rich group coaching programs. So you're getting this email, you're getting this message because you're in one of the Science of Getting Rich group coaching programs, and because I just feel that it's so important to talk about these principles and to really understand them. So let's talk about the 7 principles, shall we? So let's get started with the very first one. And the very first one is that there is a thinking stuff of which all things are comprised of. We live in a thinking soup. We live in intelligence. It's an infinite intelligence. And this thinking soup is everywhere, all around us. So you live in a thinking soup. That's the first thing to remember and be aware of. The second principle in the Science of Getting Rich is that thought is the stuff of which we can impress upon this infinite intelligence what we desire. Thought is the key. Thought is what creates. Consciousness creates. And so your thought process, what you're thinking about, what you consistently think about, and you are living the balance of your thoughts. So let's say that 55% of your thoughts are in prosperity, wealth, and abundance, and 45% of your thoughts are in lack and limitation. Well, you've tipped the scales over, so you'll live more in the prosperity space than you will in the lack and limitation space. The key is to get your consciousness moving to a place where it is predominantly thinking thoughts and therefore sending out a vibration that is of prosperity, love, joy, abundance. Isn't that what you want? That's what I want. That's what we all want. And that's what we create. So that's the second thing. The third thing is that man, woman, can by nature or by law, by the power of thought, can cause what they desire to be created. So that means that you're thinking, you live in a thinking soup. This whole world, this whole universe is in a universe of intelligence. And the way that we connect with it is through our thoughts. So the way that we are interacting with the universe is through the mechanism of thought. Then when we consider this third principle is that we can impress upon this universal intelligence, we can impress upon it what we think about and cause that thing to be created. So here we're talking about the law of cause and effect. It's a universal law. Inner cause creates the outer effect. So cause is your thoughts. Cause is what's going on within you. Effect is what you see in the outer world. If we were talking about, since we're talking about the topic of cash and money and abundance and wealth, the effect would be your bank accounts. The effect would be cash flow from your business or from however you draw in cash flow. The effect would be the level of prosperity that is now visible in your experience. If that's lower than what you like, time to do work in that area. If it's just fine, great. Time to expand in that area because life is always going toward expansion. Let's get down to the fourth principle. The fourth principle is that by a deep, sincere, abiding gratitude, we can connect with this universal substance and stay connected with it. So your way that you stay connected with the universal intelligence on the highest vibration is through your gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And gratitude means grateful for everything, not just grateful for the good stuff. Oh, thank you. You know, we always say that. Oh, thank you for the food. Thank you for the home. Thank you for clothing and shelter and all these things. Thank you for my wonderful children. Thank you for my partners, my spouse, my family members. We're always saying thank you for the good things that we deem good. But what about the things that don't seem so good? What about that ticket that you got because you were speeding? What about that home repair that now needs to be done because of a storm? Or what about the car accident? Or what about the dis-ease, the absence of health in your experience? Well, saying thank you for all of your experiences connects us to universal intelligence in such a way that we are able to be more receptive of what we desire to come into our experience. It's a matter of receptivity, because some things that you want, you'll only be able to get it by receiving them. Okay? Let's move on to the fifth principle. The fifth principle in the science of getting rich is that we want to get rich by the creative method and not the competitive method. What does that mean? It simply means this. I hear from a lot of folks that I coach, because I talk to lots of people all the time. Every day I talk to lots of people. And what I hear from people, I was just on a conference call last night, and what I heard on the conference call was a person who was expressing that they didn't want to talk about a creation that they were working on for fear that someone might steal it. Someone with more resources than she had might steal the idea, go and execute the idea before she had the opportunity to, and then they would make all of the money and or get all of the benefit that came from this particular idea. Well, in the science of getting rich, we need to flip that thinking. The thinking that we want to have is that we are getting rich by the creative method, not by the competitive method. So it really doesn't matter who else, wherever they are, creates whatever they are creating. Doesn't matter. That doesn't have anything to do with you. All you want to stay focused on is what you are creating, what you're bringing into manifestation. Yes, you may not go and shout from the rooftops your newest creation, probably not, but you wouldn't be in fear that someone will come along and steal your idea and create it. Why? Because there's only one you. There is no other you. No one else can create what you're here to create, because nobody else is you. So how could they steal your creation and do it the way you did? I don't care if somebody steals an idea that I have. They'll create it in the way that they will create it, and I'll create it in the way that I create it. And it'll be two beautiful more creations on the planet. Great! That's an abundance. That's good. Okay? So, that's the fifth principle. We want to get wealthy by the creative method, not the competitive method. Yes? Wonderful, wonderful. Now, because 6 and 7 are a little more lengthier, I'm going to hit you back in the next video. Look for it. The next video is right behind this one, coming up with the next principles, Principle 6 and Principle 7. 7's got 4 parts to it. So that's why I want to break up these videos a little bit, so you get these ideas and you can really let them sink into your consciousness, settle in there, and you can really get what it's all about. Until the next video, take care, be blessed, and remember to visit liveyourdestinytoday.com. Procrastination is a terminal illness. This is Valerie Love, your Destiny Coach, signing off.